war. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace?
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War Era. I am your GM Josh. I am joined by my wonderful friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. If you have not caught up to us for some reason, you can always head back to our previous sessions that are out here on the channel. Or Morgan has been nose-gouged into doing a quick recap if you just need something real quick and refreshing. I don't know what that means. Morgan, go.
So, according to my notes, we started off by talking about the real journey was the Unos we've learned along the way. We eventually get to Ba Sing Se before it was invaded by the dragon from the west. We get put into one room. Onomu requests to see Long Fang, and so Rafa complains to everyone about how small the room is. There's some shady people like Big Brother following Rafa. Rafa continues to complain. Tai Bo and Benji are trying and failing to learn the spiritive music. Tai Bo apparently writes, "It's a long way to Ba Sing Se. It's a work in progress." Tai Bo then teaches Sakari to swamp bend. Sakari learns how to blend in. And then there's a knock at the door. And sorry, my notes are a hot mess express. Oh, a scroll is at the door. Go back to the side. Okay. So there's a scroll at the door requesting, wasn't it like to request? Oh, okay. So there was a flashback in between when playing Uno, Onomu revealed that the reason she is going to Ba Sing Se is because she stole the plans that would start a huge war in the Earth Kingdom to get to the king, and apparently she's still a colonizer. There was a community bit in the middle, brought to you by Cass. Tai Bo doesn't know about politicians, but does know about egalitarian society. We go to meet the shady people. We are fighting. Oh, I guess we are. We get introduced to the shady people, and one of them looks like MC Hammer. That's what I wrote in my notes. That's one thing.
This is describing the pants he was wearing.
MC Hammer pants.
It's MC Hammer. We're fighting MC Hammer. Long Fang is trying to get the plans. Apparently, also wrote in here that we can have to-go cups, but not bedrolls. Tai Bo was hunched in a corner, shoving leaves to make a bedroll. We have 3 days to give the info to Long Fang from Onomu. So Tai Bo is then disguised as a Fire Nation general, and is sent off to see. Is sent off with Onomu. Rafa, Sakari, and Benji get bonked, and get knocked the heck out. And then Tai Bo and Onomu end up running into Benta. And then there's a mention from Long Fang about 3 separate favors: pardon from bad past deeds, info on someone that someone is looking for, and a passage to the Southern Water Tribe. That was long. I'm sorry.
I like the difference in the 4 recaps, because there is go watch the other sessions, there is long filled notes, there is I kind of remember what's going on, and then there is this is what I consider most important, and then there's just my recap, which is its own thing.
Who you were referring to with that last one? I give
knows?
very essential recaps. Also, just do imagine MC Hammer fucking boulders at you. Baby got back.
All I pictured during that,
You here before you're crushed to death by a boulder.
all I pictured was MC Hammer when he was introduced.
Anyhow, so that is where we are currently, and we are going to shoot towards. Let's go with Tai Bo and Onomu as they are being confronted by Ben Ta.
No.
Yes. Yeah, ouch. Yes.
You want me to fuck up your girlfriend?
I want to see what happens to my girlfriend.
So you admit that she's your girlfriend?
Of course she is.
Bam, got it in writing outside because Rafa's not here right now.
It's canon to me.
It's canon. Anyway, so yeah, you're standing outside of the Earth Kingdom palace. You're maybe like in like the front courtyard area. So you haven't entered yet. You're still kind of walking up. You're with Onomu. You're dressed as Fire Nation soldiers, generals. As Benta has sort of happenstantially walked by and seen you. And did you want to say anything? Suddenly you feel.
I remember seeing Benta. She was not thrilled with me in particular.
It's true, and suddenly you feel the earth slowly start to sink, like you're in quicksand, as you and Onomu are slowly being trapped where you stand.
Okay, ditch the helmet. Wait, not Fire Nation, not fire. Not fire.
I recognize you. Why do I know you?
We were drinking buddies back in the Earth Kingdom village. Tai Bo slowly pulls out his 4-string.
Oh, it's you. Oh, well, what are you doing in that? Wait, hold on. You've been lying to me? Are you not really from the swamp?
Ma'am, I'm from the swamp as sure as the sky is blue.
And who is? Oh, so I'm sure your colorful attire has an interesting story, but also who's this with you? Your companion. Onomu also has a helmet on right now, because she was trying to keep a low cover.
Let's go. Okay. This is a companion of mine. We are on a covert mission to meet the Earth King.
Oz, roll
None of that's a lie.
roll harmony to see if Onomu can pick up on what you're trying to do right now.
Onomu, I swear to God. Okay. How's a 10 look for you? 8 plus 2.
Oh, cool. Onomu looks over real fast, clocks it, is like, very much stays silent, just nods head.
She's not much of a talker. You know me, I don't shut up.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, your singing voice is so lovely. Hold on. Just you feel your feet come back up onto the surface. So tell me about this this whole thing. Why you got these blasphemous garb on? They call it a military uniform. Look at it. It's got all these spiky shoulders. It's like, it sucks, honestly.
Look, I'll be the first to say it is not the most comfortable attire. I've definitely poked my ears a couple times just shrugging. It is not for me. I'm much more flowy, more loose, you know me.
Oh yeah.
But we gotta see the Earth King about some we got word of some Fire Nation plans to attack. And we are trying to let the Earth King know about a possible attack.
I see. And
And we're worried that they won't let us in if we're just some tall, mostly shirtless guy from the swamp and his friend.
okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I bet Rafa could help you out real easily. Where is she?
Rafa?
Yeah. Where's the miss in charge? I hold on.
Why are you asking about
Yeah.
Rafa? You miss her that much?
I was about to ask and I remembered. Yeah. I don't think did Rafa ever tell their pronouns to Benta, or were you just too busy flirting?
I might have mentioned it.
Okay. Well then, hold on. Does one have used that word? Let me. I don't know what would be the appropriate switch from that. So instead of miss, it would be. I'm just gonna go with captain. Where's your captain in charge?
You missing Rafa that badly, huh, Benta? Just do like a little nudge nudge.
Oh, I mean, you guys left so fast, and like I just wanted to, extend the offer to join the Armadillo Bears again.
Well,
See if you weren't finished with your business.
I would, of course, be have to talk to my other companions about that. But I'm certainly not disinterested, and I know Rafa has been talking about you.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I'd love to hear all about it. Hey, you know what? How about I join you when you go talk to the other thing? I'm sure someone of my prestige would be very helpful.
Oh, you got Sway here. I didn't know about that.
Well, I mean, it'd be helpful, to have a little like what do they call it? Representation? No, someone to like because you're disguised as Fire Nation. It might be better to have someone from the Earth Kingdom, helping out, give you authority or like both me and Benta are fully like missing the word that's important here. But yeah, it's not representation. What's it called?
Influence?
No,
Sway?
I want to say vouch, but that's not the right. That's the verb used with the. Oh well, someone to vouch for you. We'll just go with that.
Sure.
Yeah. You need someone to vouch for
that
you.
that is such a kind offer. Tai Bo is shitting his pants.
I'm gonna say 1 fatigue of emotional stress damage.
That's fair. You know, God, I can't think of a reason to say no, let alone Tai Bo think of a reason to say no. I just kind of look at Onomu and just some company sounds great.
You get no reaction from a Nomu. All right, well, the other armadillo bears are just kind of in town, so if you ever need to run into them or need their help, I'm sure they'll be fine. But yeah, so come. Were you going in now?
We were heading that way. Are we like right outside the Earth Palace?
I mean, you're in like the front courtyard area, so like you were sort of like in a spot where you could like just be on the sidewalk passing or like starting to enter.
Okay. Well, yeah, I reckon we were heading in now.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
I see no possible reason for us to stop.
All right, well, what a weird choice of words, but you always were kind of a weird guy. All right, let's go. Starts walking in very confidently.
Tai Bo his legs are moving, but he's like stiff as a board.
You see, as you're walking in, and there's like those palace guards, Benta's doing a very big show of like, don't worry, they're not real Fire Nation. They're with me. It's fine. It's fine. You see like little boulder rocks are like floating. She's using her bending to like cause like them to float around her so that they know that she's like an earthbender.
Oh God.
And we're gonna cut over to Rafa, Sakari, and Benjiro at this moment, as Tai Bo has to deal with what's going on there. The three of you wake up in sort of a dark. You can tell it's like dark underground. It feels kind of like very humid in a room. The three of you are together, but it is very dark. It has just enough light for the three of you can see each other's faces, kind of. You're all actually. Would it be better? I'm gonna say it's better if it's you're all tied like back to back. I'm gonna say that's better. So you're in like a dark, sort of musty, humid room. It's all stone walls, and you are like all tied back to back together. And for Ben, no wait, no, none of you are Earthbenders. Never mind, you're good. Oh wait, no, Benjiro is an Earthbender, right? No, okay, yeah, none of you are Earthbenders. All good.
Unfortunately, no.
I had a thought. I was like, isn't one of them an Earthbender? I was like, no, we have two benders, neither of Earth. All right.
Benji's heard no stuff about earthbenders, though. But isn't one of them.
Yeah, so the three of you awake in this room, tied up back to back to back.
Do I feel my dagger on me?
I'll say yeah. They just kind of tied you up. Probably not within reach. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I had multiple. I have one on my arm, and then I have one on my thigh.
Can I just firebend the like? Hold on. What are we tied up with?
So you're tied up with like just basic sort of like twine rope. You're all like shoulder to shoulder tied up. So like your arms are behind you, your hands are constricted. So like Benjiro can't get to the knife that's on his arm, but someone else, maybe if they wiggled around enough, could probably like get to it. If you were to firebend, you'd probably from your hands, you'd probably catch the other two, kind of deal. And like there's not enough movement for Sakari to get any sort of like water motions going.
But I can still firebend.
Yes, you can still firebend, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, if I can firebend myself out, and if you guys catch on fire, we'll put it out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh man.
Perhaps maybe knife.
What if? Okay, hear me out. Okay. Okay. Perhaps. Hold. Hear me out.
Okay.
If I get my hand to be able to move in the thing
Uh-huh.
and curl my hand up, could I make like a little flame on the tip of my fingers to like burn the twine?
Give me a roll of focus to rely on your skills and training.
Just has to gently caress Benji's bicep to get his knife. I don't see why this is.
I did not think I would be hearing gently caressing Benji's bicep today.
See,
I'd rather not gently caress.
see, my thought was you would probably have to roughly caress it to get it to cut.
I was ready to hear roughly caress today.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. I will say you'll be able to cut through the rope, but the other two will have to take some at least one fatigue because of the stray sparks and such. Or you can take the one fatigue to just get rid of that consequence. So it's either you take one fatigue or the two of them take a fatigue.
I don't want to. I just won't do it then.
No, it's too late. You rolled for it.
Fine, I will take a fatigue.
Okay. Rafa is able to very surgically, after a little bit of effort, cut the rope that is binding your hands together. And you are able to like move. You can get your hands like out in front of you and like shimmy around and such. I assume then you get everyone else freed.
Of course I do.
Right. You're now all freed in this dark room that is just all stone wall.
Can I? Actually, oh, my face is bleeding. Rafa, can you possibly make a fireball so we can see around the room?
Perhaps.
Could you please make a fireball so we can see around the room?
Could. Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Okay, that one's easy enough. You light some fire. Looking around the room is literally just a four-wall stone. It looks like they're using you would have to use earthbending to get in and out of this room.
Wait, are there air holes? Are we suffocating?
You're not suffocating. There is an airflow of sorts. I don't know how they did it in, because like they have those rooms in. I don't know how they did it in the show, because like the Judy room is like that, and they have it enclosed, and they're just fine breathing. I don't know how that works. So I'll say that there is like some sort of air hole situation going on, but not like I can use it to get out.
Imagine there's like hours of air supply that they just open it often enough.
Oh,
That,
true, fair.
I mean, not to put you guys in a room with limited air, but like.
You see off to this, you cut to a one Dai Li agent whose entire job is just to open the rooms for a few seconds every once in a while, and just like the wall just starts going up and down randomly.
A full saw trap.
No, anyway, but yeah, you're fine. You got good air. You're just stuck in this room. It's probably on the other side of the walls or like tunnels and such, but there's no way to really tell right now.
Okay, well, I hope there's air because I'm lighting fire, and fire eats up oxygen.
Whoa,
But I was thinking of too when you lit the fire. I was like, oh, we're dead.
oh no, I didn't even.
Right, here we go.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I
Roll to see
wonder where
air.
my friends are.
Roll to see air supply.
Me and Morgan are both idiots.
It takes a little bit of time, but after a while, you hear a little low rumble, feel the ground shake, and then one of the walls goes down, and you see a Dai Li agent steps in. He's got like the brimmed hat and the robes and such, and looks very surprised to see the three of you just free.
Or do we do like one of those like he looked at me, I looked at him?
Sure.
Put the fire out.
You put the fire out?
Yeah.
Okay, as you put the fire out, yeah, I'm gonna okay.
He has his own light.
As you put the fire out, you see enough to get. Oh, I could mark it. I'm gonna mark it fatigue.
Are they all plunged into darkness?
I mean, it's still slightly dim. Like there's like glowing moss lit everywhere, every once in a while, so it's like really, really dim.
Gorgeous.
And you said there's nothing in the room itself, it's just the walls?
Yeah, it's just the walls.
Dang, I was gonna try to hide behind something.
But anyway, as you snuff the light out, Sakari and Benjiro, you feel stone hands grab like one of your wrists, and you are thrown up against the back wall. So you are once again like stuck.
Benji says out loud, "Wow, how rude."
You're not supposed to. And then it's like, well, you're not supposed to be out. He stomps the ground, and then yeah, Rafa, you all then start to feel like your feet sink like the quicksand effect, so that you're stuck where you are. Well,
unhand me.
If rope doesn't work, I didn't hand you at all. That was the ground. A good day.
Well,
I just came in to check on you guys, on the three of you. I was told Look, I was just about to leave to go home, okay?
Aw, what's your hours?
Fairly bad.
What? You need to have a union. Don't you have a union?
You see, a long time ago, someone mentioned something like that to somebody who worked here. Not the Dai Li wasn't around then, but like someone had mentioned it, and like we thought about it, but then we decided not to. I don't know. I voted for it, but they didn't want. Anyway, I was gonna go home after this. I just had to make sure that you were all still wrapped.
Dai Li get union busted and that's why everything's bad?
Oh my god.
And corruption, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, the corruption probably wouldn't have been so bad if they had a union.
Anyway.
Unionize your workplace.
Anyway, he steps away and like starts walking down the hallway, and you see the young Long Fang steps in. Yeah, sorry, we were planning on retiring him, but no, I mean like we were gonna. We're not gonna kill. Okay, just to be clear, before we get any further. We don't kill anyone here. By retire, I just meant like his pension is. He doesn't have a pension. I was just saying, like, his time working here would be done.
You're
I don't
the
know
worst one.
do pensions exist in Avatar? You know what? They exist now. His pension's up. He's gonna be getting his pension
Okay, so they at
soon.
least have pensions. Do they have dental?
No,
No, they gotta unionize.
No.
they just get a pension, and it's only like very little. It's just enough to like get a little house. Should have saved your money when you had the chance.
Bro.
Long Fang steps into the room. So I see keeping you here wasn't very successful. Should have seen that coming. Anyway, so I assume the three of you have had time to think over my offer.
Well, you showed up and like knocked us out and threw us in a room. We were knocked out for most of that time.
Yeah, did you not make the decision before that?
We literally just woke up. So, of course not. Of course we didn't have time to consider your plan. And how could we?
You had
after
3
threw us
days.
into a room? Or did we?
Well, yeah, I gave you 3 days. You took 3 days to consider. You came to the meeting place, and then we moved the meeting place.
Why'd you move the meeting place?
Because we're a secret organization. It's how you stay secret. Oh my god, I don't know how I'm explaining this to you guys.
How can you communicate with other people if you want to have like meeting places?
Oh my
How can
god,
you-
alright, you know what? From now on, the Dai Li is going to be very different. It's going to be very secretive. I'm going to get some people, I don't know, maybe name them all Judy, whatever. They'll handle all this stuff. I'm
Not
dying.
very secretive if everyone knows about it.
You know what? Avatar Kyoshi created this, and I'm just living up to that legacy.
Wait, did we come to a conclusion on what we wanted to do?
I don't remember the conclusion.
I don't remember either.
Boy, almighty note taker, did you remember to mention what the decision was?
I think I might write it.
Can we flashback back?
Physically flashback to our last session. I think the thought
Put
was,
in like sepia tone and put a little like echo on it.
yeah, I think if I remember correctly, you the plan was literally the decision was you would take Tai Bo would take Onomu, and then the three of you would just go and see what else you could like, or what would go as if you were like accepting the offer, and just kind of see what happened from there.
Gotcha.
Oh, because we knew we were gonna get attacked, and that's why we were gonna scream for help.
Yeah, you had the suspicion that you would need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just yell help. I'm gone.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm out of patience with this. What is your decision?
The
Note
decision is
that I have been watching you for a while, and I know what's going on.
do you now? Pray tell me.
1 second, I'm waiting for some updates from some people.
So you don't know anything.
I know some things. I know that you have the Fire Nation intruder. I know she has the war plans that I need. And I know you are all very irksome.
Irksome? Me? I would never be such
Specifically
a
you now, yes.
Well, we have come to a decision. And the answer is no.
Alright, well, that's fine. I'll just tell my agents who are at the palace to apprehend your friends.
You were being rude, so that's why we said no. If you were
Turns.
being nice, maybe we would have said something. Maybe
Hey,
if you
I don't want to
played
glaze over
union.
that thing where he said he had agents in the palace.
You're not here.
You're not here. Go away.
Over that. Tai Bo doesn't know shit. Oz doesn't want to glaze over that.
Consider, if you give them dental and maybe make a union, maybe we'll say I don't know.
You see, he's just
Maybe.
left. As he leaves, you notice that he didn't put the wall back up. Possibly because it was the other guy's job, but that guy left because he's supposed to be off the clock.
As he should be. As he should be.
Earthbenders.
He better be getting paid overtime. Or else it's wage theft.
Is there any way to like how you said that we are just encased in like cement, our wrists are, right?
The two of your wrists are in like or stone have been stone gloves, so essentially you've got stone surrounding your
All I have is my feet in the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're all stuck.
Wow. It's like someone like a DM here decided to make this plan to get us stuck without any earthbenders to help.
Wow, I wonder what could have possibly happened next.
Can I start digging?
Huh. How are you digging?
What am I wearing again?
I believe you're wearing the Earth Kingdom disguise that you grabbed. Which I believe is on top of your Fire Nation clothes. I don't remember correctly. But I think you just put on some like Earth Kingdom robes on top of your regular Fire Nation robes.
We
I
did
think we
talk
joked
about
about the
how it was
shoulder
pointy.
Oh yeah, the
I
shoulder
think
blades, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take my shoulder blade pointy thing and dig?
Well, yeah, I'll say mark of fatigue for the effort, but yeah, you dig yourself out.
Fine.
You dig yourself out using your shoulder blades. Oh my god. And I'll say you're able to also use them to knock the wrist cuffs off of the other two. So you're freed again. I forgot about the shoulder blades entirely.
Get fucked, Josh!
We get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
In a sneaky way.
Well, yeah, can we like assess the situation so we don't just run out of the room and
Yeah,
there's Dai Li?
roll creativity.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a 12.
Alright. So wait, what was it? It was 12 and
10.
10. Very disgruntled Cass. Alright, well
I rolled a 3.
let's see, what's 15, 25. I did
8 1/3.
Thank you, Oz. I'll still say because the two of you got full successes, you can together figure out 3 questions you would like to ask out of the assess the situation stuff.
Should we do what's the best way through? Isn't that one of them?
Yeah, that's one. That's one of them. Yeah.
What's the best way through?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if you were gonna choose both of them first and then go. So the best way through is luckily you have a waterbender who's been getting a bit better at her craft, and so you don't actually know where you're located because you've never been here. I don't know how to explain. Like I'll say that you know, but you can sense like with the sort of like dampness and such that there is a huge body of water above you, so you know for sure you're under something.
Okay. I relay that to the group. Can anyone swim?
Of course I can.
Are we about to learn that Sakari can't swim as a waterbender?
Sakari can swim.
Okay.
No, Sakari can swim.
But that would be so funny.
Just the question of can anyone swim implies that you don't know how.
Just want to make sure.
Yep. Okay, so that was the first question. Best way through, probably up.
Josh, do I know how to make an air bubble?
Um,
Everyone's heads.
I mean, we can roll skills and training when we get there.
When we get there? Okay.
Yeah.
What are the other questions?
That's what here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? Who or what is the greatest danger?
I guess. What should we be on the lookout for?
That was my next one, yeah.
Look out for is more Dai Li agents. This is pretty much their base, so they're just kind of gonna be around. And then also just anything you can use, I guess, in terms of like blackmail or helping out friends, so on. You do know that somehow, Longfang had the ability to get the 3 of you the things that you wanted, so those things are probably somewhere here.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Prioritize escape or try to find some secrets?
I kind of want to find some secrets.
We might as well. We're never going to get here again.
That's
Especially
true.
All right, you're gonna go look for the secrets. Give me rolls of passion to push your luck. Do this as a group again. See how we do.
You said passion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then that's a 9. Oh, wait, no. No. 6 plus 5 is not 9. It's 11.
11. Okay.
I got an 8.
8.
I got 6.
6. So 25 again. So this one was across the board though. Do the 3 of you want to split up, or do you want to stay all together?
How narrow are the hallways?
They're wide enough for like 2 at a time to go.
Is there anything around the hallways that, like, specifically if somebody comes down the hallway that we can hide behind?
That's all just dark dirt tunnels.
Oh.
I say we should stick together and then split up if we need to.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So you start moving. Sakari in the front, Benjiro in the middle, and Rafa tailing behind. It takes a little bit. You start twisting and turning, but you do come across sneaking by, making sure that no one dodging by any Dai Li. But you do eventually get to a spot where It looks kind of like an office space. It's different than the rest of this cave because it is wooden. Like they, for whatever reason, decided to put all the wood slats all over the room. Um, and it looks like someone was just recently there, but they haven't. But they like left and have gone for a little bit. Walking in, this would be like Long Fang's sort of like office area, wherever the people who are in charge of the Dai Li sort of like um, do their work. But yeah, so you do find the office space where he keeps all of his stuff. You can see a bunch of random like parchments and such all over the room. Are you all just kind of are gonna be just looking for your things? Was offered.
I mean, that and more.
Yeah.
I want to know about the operation.
Mm-hmm.
The Dai Li operation?
Yeah. Any
Okay.
information, any like big major people, leadership, hierarchy, etc.
All right. Okay, so looking around, I'm gonna say Sakari easily finds it. The stuff that she needs, and I'll say her, with the higher roll, you can also help Rafa, who had the lower roll. But you're able to find. Yeah, might as well just reveal it now. So Sakari, you find a parchment that lists out like a bunch of like shipping logs that with dates and like destinations. So you have like a whole manifest of like this ship is going to be here on this day and it's going to be leaving on this day to go to here. So you have a bunch of them that have like the South Pole location that you can go and like request passage on at any and you see there's like a universal like it's like the Valar Morghulis, Valar Harris stuff from Game of Thrones. You have like a universal sort of like coin that you can hand somebody and it's like free passage on any one of those. For Rafa, you find sort of like a book detailing a bunch of different things, including the person that you've been searching for. And they also happen to be located in the South Pole, from what you can read. You can also take it, and it also has information of like the Earth King is in Longfang's opinion is just a figurehead, and Longfang is gonna eventually be like the real person pulling the strings. That's his whole plan. And then a bunch of other like list of some generals. There's information on like the Fire Nation generals, the Earth Kingdom side, the North and Southern South water tribes, and like a bunch of like the high-ranking people all listed out. You do also sort of see one related to your family. There's like a little side note for that, because your family are technically higher ranking in the Fire Nation. And then for Benjiro, you find just an actual paper that is just a full pardon for blank name here that you can just fill in yourself as like done, click. And there's like a handful of those, so like it's one of those of like you can use one whenever, and then like if you do more things later, you can like here's another one. Like there's like 5. Yeah.
Can I take them? I'm assuming it. Will I have pockets?
I assume everyone takes theirs either through some sort of pocket satchel or just grabbing and going.
Grab and go.
We stick it in the to-go cups.
It's all wet now.
I know. Not what I meant.
All right, so the 3 of you then head off to get out of there, and we shoot back to Tai Bo, Onomu, and Benjiro at this point as they are entering. Not Benjiro, sorry, Tai Bo, Onomu, and Benta. God dang it, 2 Bens. There's 2 Bens. Ben 1. It's Ben 1 and Ben 2.
How about just the Cat in the Hat?
Yep. Anyway. So the 3 of you are entering the Earth Kingdom palace, royal palace. You're sort of in a long hallway. The it looks really ridiculous because it is literally just one long hallway, no doors to the sides, just one huge set of double door iron doors where like the throne room palace is, and then from there it would seem to shoot off into all the other rooms. But for whatever reason, it just has this one long hallway. Ben Tai is talking. So, Tai Bo, tell me more. So you guys, kind of left while I was looking for a Nomu. I was told that you knew that where she was, or like she was in the town. Raim had to sort of calm me down after a little bit, but like, tell me more about that. What happened there?
Well, gosh. You see, Nomu was just so quick and eager to get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So we left town after her. Figured she was coming here.
Oh, so you were following her. Oh, I see. You're like tracking. Okay.
Say we followed about the same path as the Nomu to Ba Sing Se.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that sounds smart. You got to keep your eye on those snakes.
Oh, of course. We ran into some Fire Nation soldiers on some rhinos. We had a good old tussle with them.
Oh, amazing! You got to tell me about that. I mean, I gotta imagine that Rafa. I didn't get a sense of like if they were a bender or not, but like if I would imagine that they're an extremely powerful earthbender, right?
Rafa's a mighty bender,
Like,
I'll say
oh
that.
my god! Like I bet that group stood no chance.
Oh, we were outnumbered, but boy, did they put up a fight. But I mean, flexes, they were really no match.
You see, Foley does not pay attention to the flex.
It was a platonic flex.
Yeah.
No. Fully on the Rafa Benta ship.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you were like singing tales, and Rafa was, kicking some ass, and there was those other two. I'm sure they were helping.
I would say we all pulled our weight about equally in the combat. I do more than just sing some songs,
Oh, sure. I mean, you'd probably also make some food, that kind of thing. I had the impression that the three of you were just kind of like the valet or like helpers. That's what I was told. I think that's what I felt like I was told. I don't know if that was for sure. I might have been. I will be honest. I was very drunk in that town, so like.
Well, there's I would say we all pull our fair share here. Rafa can get a little creative with their speech. Little exaggerative of the exact power dynamics of our little group. Somehow I can feel an energy on the wind.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. And you see Benta sort of stops, and it gets like a very serious look on her face. Hang on. Looks from you to Nomu, back to you, back to Nomu, and then sort of like scans the room. The hallway.
Something the matter?
Yeah. Did you introduce yourself as Bowtie that one time too?
We corrected the Tai Bo.
That's true. All right. Do you see? Do you notice that?
Where are you looking?
You see, Benta's eyes sort of shift, and you see sort of standing, kind of behind the columns in secret. You can see like the wide brim hats and partial green robes, just sort of like watching.
You know anything about a change in guard armor in the Earth Kingdom palace? You know about a change of guard uniform in the palace?
No, this is new. You know what? Why don't you? Okay, your friend. I know she don't. You said she doesn't speak. What if? Would you be able to like, or would you feel better staying behind, or in me and her going forward, or would you and I, or would you rather tell the Earth King what's happening? Either way, I think one of us is gonna have to stay back here, but it probably shouldn't be me, so I can vouch for you. But you know what I mean?
Kind of just look at Onomu. I'm just like, she's got a written missive on her person that she will not share with anyone. And it's not like she can't. She can speak. She's sort of like a vow of silence, sort of monk sort of thing. I don't really understand it myself.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's weird. Why would you not choose to talk? It's so much easier to like explain ideas and such.
I know that, but it's like a real religious thing. I respect that.
Well, but yeah, but like all the like you could avoid so many misunderstandings if you just start talking.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
my friend here can handle the Earth King herself. Maybe you and I should just stay back here and.
Well, no, I think it'd be
Their fun
I think it'd be really bad though if like someone who looked like they were Fire Nation went into the Earth King's chamber, palace room, or throne room, and didn't have anyone to say like, "Don't worry, there's no attack" kind of thing going on.
Just say it herself. She can break her vow of silence for something so important.
Give me a roll of, we'll say, creativity for trick.
No.
Or you could use harmony for plead instead if you'd rather.
Dice gods want this to happen. That's a natural 12.
Now, did you choose plead or to trick?
Tai Bo's more of a pleader.
Okay. Benta. Well, I'll take your word for it. All right. You know what? Rafa trusts you, so I trust you. All right. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're obsessed.
We'll send your friend. Hey, cool it.
That wasn't his voice. That was Oz.
You see Benta like stomps her foot down, and suddenly Onomu is like super like elevator shifted straight to the doors as they start to slowly swing open, and then as the doors start to swing open, the Dai Li agents descend, and Benta sort of like holds up a bunch of rock shields.
Okay, I guess we're fighting.
Oh, I mean, unless you wanted to talk it out, I guess. I don't know what that would do.
I mean, they descended and she pulled up rock shields.
No, she's talking to you.
Oh. Well, I know I'm a bit of a chatter, but I don't have much to say.
Wonderful. So we'll do this first round of combat. It's just gonna be an interesting. Let's pick a stance. Yeah, pick a stance
I
to.
was so scared that you were gonna say pick a number.
Yeah, no, pick a stance. Defend a maneuver, advance an attack, or evade and observe. I'll pick for Onomu and the Dai Li.
Let me refresh myself on my moves real quick.
You mean Benta, Josh? Not Onomu.
Onomu's
You're right.
gone.
Yeah, Onomu is gone. I'm choosing for Benta. Thank you. While Oz is picking, Megan, real quickly, give me a roll of focus to rely on your skills and training.
I'm gonna go ahead and defend a maneuver.
That's a 9.
Cool. We'll solve that in a sec. All right. So, defend a maneuver. Benta is going to advance and attack, and the Dai Li agents are also advancing and attacking. So, Oz, you'll roll first.
Yeah.
Roll with focus.
That's gonna be a 9.
9.
Natural 9 plus 2, 11.
Okay, so you can choose to either mark a fatigue to use learn technique, you can use one practice technique, or you can use 2 different basic or master techniques.
Uh, I have disarm under practice, so I think I'll just do that one.
Okay. What does this disarm do again?
Target your foe's ability to fight by breaking, removing, or limiting a particular style. Mark 2 fatigue to name any advance, and attack technique your foe has. They are unable to use that technique for the remainder of this encounter.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Which one are you choosing?
Is there one that looks like a leader?
I'm using the Dai Li as a group, so you're hitting the whole group.
Sick. What advance and attack do they have?
Is it just any of them, or is it just or is it
Name and advance and attack.
both of them that they have? The throw, rock gloves, and rock shoes are considered advanced. But neither of them are advanced in attack type. So they don't actually have. Yeah, they don't actually have any advanced.
I'm coming to your house and shitting on your computer.
I'm not the one who gave them these. This is the book gave them.
Well, Josh.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what this. Yeah.
Can I do something else then?
Yeah, you could choose a different thing.
Cool. I'm gonna do my mastered technique of Counter-Strike and the basic technique of Retaliate.
Okay, and what does Counter-Strike do?
Counter-Strike. Using impeccable timing, read your foe's movement and lash out with blinding speed. Execute a strike as if you had marked 1 fatigue against an engaged foe who chose... None of them chose an advanced attack, did they?
All of them chose advanced attack, but they don't have any
Yeah.
advanced type moves.
Against an engaged foe who chose advance and attack as their approach, you cannot use this technique if you have any negative stat.
Nice, and you do
I don't
not.
have status.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
So you use strike as if. Oh, okay. Okay, so then we're going to go to strike. Did you want to? Oh, you don't have to mark the fatigue. So they either have to choose to mark 2 fatigue or take a condition. That's great. Okay.
Get bent, bitches.
What's it look like as Tai Bo springs into action?
I like to imagine he still had his 4-string out from like showing Benta, like, hey, friend, remember me? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So plucks a few strings. Whack!
Nice. Bam. Okay. All right. So now we're going to advance an attack group.
Wait, not done. Whoa! I still gotta retaliate.
No,
That was
retaliate.
my mastered.
Yeah, retaliate is the you. Anytime you get hit, you inflict 1 fatigue. So this is just like trading. You're just gonna be trading blows back and forth.
Cool. Great. Never mind then.
Yeah, retaliate's a little bit easier for me. I know that one.
6.
Oh, that's great. You see, Benta. So each of them got to do one thing, which is so funny. Because they can just do regular. So they're gonna strike, but then they get a. So you'll mark. So click 1 fatigue on the phone every time. So it's your choice, Oz, to either mark 2 fatigue, 1 condition, or shift your balance away from center. As the Dai Li attack, they are still going to mark a fatigue anyway because if you retaliate.
I'll do the 2 fatigue.
Cool.
I got fatigue to burn. I had fatigue to burn.
That's insane. Okay. You see Benta as you are like plucking away and like hitting as the Dai Li close in. Benta uses two of the rock shields as like a catapult to launch themselves up in the air, and then they come smashing down on the ground, creating this like, huge meteor effect that's just sort of like
Hell yeah.
wipes the floor with everyone. It's enough to one condition, two conditions. And these Dai Li are really messed up after just a little bit of combat. But that'll end that combat exchange. And Benta is now considered favored. But we will then cut to Rafa, Sakari, and Benjiro as the three of you. So, Megan, you need to make a choice because it's partial success. You can create the air bubbles. You can either mark a fatigue to have no consequences, or you'll all have to mark mark 2 fatigue as like near the end the air bubble sort of goes away.
So the first one, I choose the consequence, you said?
So the first, if you want to, you can mark a fatigue to ignore the consequence. It just goes away as if you did full success. Or everyone takes, the 3 of you take 2 fatigue as the air bubble sort of like disappears.
I'll just mark the fatigue.
Okay. So yeah, you are, we cut to the 3 of you sort of like swimming out of the lake, popping up. Free, got all your stuff. It's still somehow dry as you've like wrapped it up and such.
Benji says that line from The Incredibles: we're dead, but we survived, but we're dead.
Dead. It's my favorite line of that whole movie.
Iconic.
We're dead. Face it, Violet, we're dead. We survived, but we're dead. Okay. So yeah, the 3 of you surface, make your way to the shoreline. And you find yourself sort of outside of Ba Sing Se, sort of. It's like a little off to the side. It's actually outside of Ba Sing Se. It's in the outer ring, if I remember correctly. So you're in the outer ring somewhere, just like not in a location you recognize. Walking around.
And it wouldn't be a location that I would know of.
No, you've never heard of this place. Well, actually, would you have heard of rumors with your nefarious background?
Perhaps.
You might have heard about it. You didn't know until now that it was a legitimate lake. Yeah, the 3 of you are free to do whatever you would like. What would you like to do?
I think we either should find a good place to like convene, figure out a plan, or we can just try to go to the palace to meet up with Tai Bo.
I'm assuming we did hear that Long Fei mentioned something about soldiers going to.
I mean, he was in the room you were in when he mentioned it. I don't know if you paid attention to it or not. It's up to you if you paid attention to him saying it. Someone was yelling over him.
I don't know who that someone was.
It was Sakari.
Famously.
But yeah, we probably should mosey on down to the palace at least to see what's up, because I'm afraid that I don't know, maybe not like go into the palace, but like stake it out so we can see what's going on.
The 3 of you head off to the palace. As you arrive there, everything seems fine. This is like, you didn't hear the boom that happened from Benta's attack, so when you get to like where the palace is, everything looks just normal. While inside the palace, Tai Bo covered in dust and Dirt is just looking at all these Dai Li agents who are like on the ground trying to like recover, and Benta like sort of doing like one of those like WWE showboat kind of like, come on, who's next? Let's go.
I was gonna say that Tai Bo is like dancing around, strings a going.
Oh yeah, you can
He's like, come and get it, motherfuckers.
still covered in dust, but yeah.
Oh yeah, filthy.
Yeah. Yeah, but the three of you don't hear or see anything. It just looks like the normal palace.
Well, it sure does look fine.
Yes, indeed. But we know that I think we should.
Can we just go into a palace? Rafa, can you get us in with your military standing? I don't know. I don't know if I actually know what you do in the military.
I do things. Did things in my
Okay.
past, but you know,
Perhaps we can sneak into the palace.
what a lovely idea.
That might be better.
I do have a couple parties, so if I sneak into the palace and
Wait, group roll, we'll call it passion to push your luck.
I love pushing my luck.
Uh-oh.
all right, that's an 8.
I got a 4.
A 4. Oh no.
I got a 10.
Oh, next bag of success again. Alright, yes, Oz.
It has been requested that I sing this session, and also can I help them by distracting people?
Help with her.
Creativity?
Yeah, let's roll
I'm
creativity.
singing a little song.
Yeah, sure, roll some creativity.
How do you feel about a 13?
13. Really good. As
I'm never using other dice again.
Rafa and Benjiro are like very simply like scoping out the situation, getting in through windows, stuff like that, and Zakari is just sort of a little lost. You start to hear music playing, and then you also realize that like the front guards are gone. They heard a ruckus and went inside. So Sakari could easily have just walked straight in through the front door, but any other guards who are around or have also now been distracted by whatever's happening.
Yeah, Tai Bo is actively taunting the guards with a very fast, plucky song
Right?
that I have, if you would like a performance. You've got a fire in your eyes, but it's the song of your demise. It's best to let sleeping dogs lie. 'Cause with the swiftness of the wind, you're done before you can begin. I can beat you with my hands on the strings. Just fully taunting that he can fuck these guys up with no hands.
Nice. Benta is like as you're singing is creating like earth molds of like you that are like attack like no hands you. It's you with no hands as they are like just swinging around at the Dai Li agents who are like trying to stand up and such.
Incredible.
I know it's a bit literal, but like I thought it'd be fun.
No, I like it. I like a little literal interpretation. It's like an art piece.
So the three of you come into the situation, it kind of in a weird way of like Sakari through the front door, Rafa from one side, and Benjiro from another. It's like the three of you like close in weirdly.
is there like I was gonna say, is there rope from the ceiling or something?
Yeah, there can be a rope that comes down.
Can I Spider-Man my way in?
Right, but yeah, you are all together again, and there's Benta looks around and says, "Ah, Rafa, you made it! Wonderful!"
I whisper over to Sakari, and I'm assuming Tai Bo's nearby, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
For sure.
No.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to both of them. What are the rest of us? Chop liver?
Listen, Benta has not shut up about Rafa the entire time.
You know what? That makes sense.
As you
They
say
are
that, you
more-
hear
a little closer.
Benta. Well, Rafa, I don't know if you, I don't know where you've been, but Tai Bo won't stop talking about you and like been like hyping you up. So like I've been listening.
I
Good to
mean,
see you again.
I'm gonna do my friend a solid, but like it's been a lot.
Good.
Anyway, so you, oh yeah, who's that new party member you picked up, by the way, in your group?
You're just gonna like.
Tai Bo mentioned that you were like working on delivering something to the Earth King. Oh, we should probably check on them, right? They're right through that door, and Benta starts to like walk that way.
I
like Tai
might
Bo.
not want to interrupt them, business.
Well, I mean, I feel like we should explain what's going on out here. Like, we were attacked and such, especially like other guards show up and stuff like that.
Shouldn't we stand guard in case there's a second wave?
I mean, there's four. There's the five of us now. We'll be fine.
5.
Benta, Rafa, Sakari, Tai Bo, Benjiro.
Okay, but if we all go inside, then there will be 0.
Well, yeah, but when we're all be inside, and then there's 6 of us. So it'll be fine.
You know what,
Tyler
Benta?
desperately looks to his friends like, help me, help me, help me.
You know what, Benta? I would go in there with you,
Oh,
and my
wonderful.
3 friends could stay out here.
Oh, that sounds great. Perfect. All right, yeah. Let the leaders do the talking. All right, let's get going in. The 3 of you, I mean, not to boss around your party or anything, but like the 3 of you can stay here, and we'll go talk to the Earth King.
Sweet.
Sure.
Rose up.
Oh yeah, that one might have inhaled a lot of dust. They'll be tasting that for a while.
It's full like clay.
All right, but Benta and Rafa walk in to where the throne room, where Onomu currently is.
As soon as that door closes, Tai Bo turns to the 2 remaining. Like, it's Onomu in there. The friend is Onomu. I didn't tell Benta. I was panicking. I just said she was my friend who wasn't gonna talk. I didn't know what to do.
I kind of put 2 and 2 together, but
Mhm.
yeah. So why didn't you tell? Why? Well, why?
Wanted to live.
Uh,
She was sinking my feet into the ground, and I panicked.
well, that's gonna be a.
I am
Like-
not a perfect man, Benjiro.
Should we go try and provide like support? Another way in?
Perhaps I have another suggestion. What if we do the listening and hear what the gossip is?
I like not getting involved. So
Yeah,
sounds good.
not getting involved sounds really great.
I think I've been involved enough for a lifetime. I'm down to sit on the sidelines.
Pat, the typo's back.
A little like dust cloud, like once you like pat it. Tai Bo just shakes it off like a dog.
So the 3 of you, ears pressed up against the giant iron door, listening in. Cut
Are we doing
to.
like a leveled thing?
Yeah, I think you got the right
Like,
heights for
sorry,
it. Yeah.
Benji, Tai Bo.
Yeah. I'll say that the door was left enough of ajar to easily hear what's going on inside. So we cut to the inside of the throne room as Onomu has removed her helmet and is explaining what is going on. Benta and Rafa walk in, and immediately you see Benta's eyes like get real narrowed. I'm gonna make a roll for something real fast.
Oh no.
All right, yeah. You see,
I'm
Rafa.
gonna blow up.
What?
Josh, I'm nervous. Oz is gonna throw up.
You see Benta sort of like flicks her hand, and Tai Bo, you feel yet again your feet sinking in the ground. And
For real?
Rafa, you
Not
hear
just like emotionally.
for real. You feel your feet sinking in the ground as you are slow as suddenly your head becomes to rest on top of Benjiro's head. And Rafa, you hear sort of Benta under her breath. Never know who you can trust, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm sure. I don't know if you knew or not that standing in the back, sort of quietly, just keeping an eye on Onomu. That there is the Fire Nation General Nomu, and your friend. They were with them. So either you didn't know, or you've been lying to me too. And you see, she sort of raises her hand a little. You don't feel any effect yet, but just it is like a warning of like what's going on.
I can assure you that I had no idea. At least I did not know the identity of this person.
All right. You see her flick her fingers. Tai Bo, you are thrown into the throne room, sort of like straight next to Onomu. And you hear Benta, Mighty Earth King, I have brought 2 Fire Nation spies who are here to extract information from the Earth Kingdom.
I imagine like on the ground, just fully prone.
Yeah. Got it.
Single finger up. I'm actually from the Foggy Swamp, Your Eminence.
Show some respect, and Benta flips you up to where you're standing. Show some respect, Fire Nation scum.
Bow to a king. Tybo's like a little concussed.
You see the Fire Nation, the Earth Kingdom king, who at this time would be probably the father of the one that we know. I don't remember his name. That day.
Robert.
Robert. You see, he sits there. Fire Nation spies, you say? I've been told something else by this. What? By this Benta. What? You there? Points to Rafa, who's the only other person. Do you know what the truth of any of this is going on?
Well, I can assure you that the big one is not a Fire Nation spy.
Looks from Benta to Tai Bo, trying to figure out what you meant as the big one.
How tall is Benta?
Benta is pretty. I described Benta as pretty tall originally. I don't know if she's quite as tall as you, but but like it'd be an easy enough question as to like with Onomu being fairly shorter than the two
very
of you.
big.
The muscly one. The strange
Tybo
one.
panic flexes like, yeah, muscly one. Me. Hi. Hello.
Okay. All right. But they're in Fire Nation garb. So you're telling me that they're not a Fire Nation spy?
You know, I honestly don't know that information. I just know that the big one has been traveling with me and has not exhibited any signs of being a Fire Nation spy, so I only have that to go off of.
Okay, and the other one points to Onomu.
The other one said they were needing of assistance and came along with us to Ba Sing Se.
Well, they did tell me some things, but now what about the other? This one points to Benta.
Oh, Benta. Um, she is a friend that we met along the way.
All right. Well, I'm still though. You know what? I'm just gonna have the guards hold those two, for now, since you don't seem to know their names. We'll question them a little bit, and then we'll come back.
Yes, sir.
All right. You see some of the palace guards start to sort of like take Onomu and Tai Bo and sort of like drag them out.
Sir, respectfully, I very much anti-Fire Nation military.
Well, why are you wearing the? Okay, you know what? Hold on. First, pat them down, make sure that they're not like having any weapons or anything like that. That's probably what we should have done originally.
Fully ditches the armor. It's like, it's yours. Take it. I don't. It's too pointy. I don't like it.
Guards, there's now a man wearing just leaves in my throne room. Can we get him out of here faster, please? Embarrassing.
These are my best leaves.
You're taking out Nomu as is being sort of like frisked, pat down. You see someone comes away with a sort of like giant parchment paper scroll. So it looks like this one was telling the truth about at least something. Brings up to the Earth King, opens it up. Huh. All right. Well, thank you. Now. Okay, let's see. All right, I'll send these plans off to our generals so that they're aware. Thank you for bringing them to us. It seems you were true to your word. I guess that means guards take that one away, and points to Benta for some false information. And you see Benta starts to like cause a ruckus. It's like, it's the Fire Nation. You can't trust them. There is no. I've been told that the war is like not even a thing I should be worrying about. So right now we're just gonna accept everyone as they are, because everyone seems to be telling the truth except for you for whatever reason. And we're just gonna. They start to take like Benta. Like Benta gets like iron shackled so that can't bend, and is like taken away.
No.
All right. Well, if that's everything, you all can leave, I guess. Anomu sort of like speaks up. Is there a way I could have some sort of like asylum sort of like thing here? The Earth King looks down. I mean, yeah, this is pretty important information you've given us. I guess we can set you up with some sort of like housing, and you can stay here as long as like you don't cause any trouble and things like that. So Onomu leaves with one of the guards as he motions to like have her settled. And what about the two of you? There anything you want to ask?
Yeah, what's gonna happen to Benta?
Oh, I mean we'll send her to get questioned and normal stuff. I don't handle the day-to-day all that often anymore. I just I'm just here. I'm just been ruling. I help when I can, but I don't know really what happens after like the guards take her to wherever they take her. There's another guy who usually helps out with that, but I don't know where he's been.
What guy?
Lang, Finn, there's something. I don't know. He's newer. I haven't really learned his name yet.
I don't know if Tai Bo knows Longfang's name.
You might have if the when you were all talking like game plan. Someone might have mentioned.
Could it be Long Feng?
Oh yeah, that sounds right. Longfang. Yes, that's he's usually around town. But he's not here today, so I guess he had other stuff.
I see.
Uh, hey Josh, how much Earth Kingdom? He's just bossing, say.
The Earth King is technically in charge of the Earth Kingdom politics is really weird because it's like bossing say, but in general for the nation, it would be also him. There is I know Omashu is special, having its own king, because it is isolated. But for the rest of the Earth Kingdom, it's pretty much
Foggy Swamp would technically be
under his
a
control.
part of
Yeah.
his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it could also be considered its own independent nation.
Okay. But Tai Bo's trying to build like a relationship.
Yeah.
Your Grace. Tai Bo bows a little bit.
Yes.
I ask that you pardon my subpar leaves. I was hoping to discuss with you some relations between your wonderful kingdom of Ba Sing Se and the Foggy Swamp.
I'm sorry. Did you say the swamp?
Yeah.
People live in there?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of us.
What? How do you live in there?
Well,
Cut to long
Tai Bo
conversation.
sits down and like strumming along, but is talking like,
Yeah.
well, we've got a long and proud history. Fade to
And-
black. That's something else.
Moves on. At night turns day. Eventually, the two of you exit the room. Rafa, was there something you wanted to request from the Earth King?
I don't think so.
All right.
I
You.
will remember if I needed to.
All right. So the two of you are back outside after the long conversation. The Earth King has agreed to sort of look more into the living situation of the swamp, as it's now piqued his interest. But yeah, the four of you meet back up. I'll say now exiting the palace.
Well, but don't be too sad. Maybe they'll give you conjugal visits with Bentar.
Hi, Bo.
My OTP.
And I'm bummed, dude, but like,
I. What happened?
well, Bentar saw me and Onomu on the street. Started sinking my feet into the ground. I panicked. She didn't recognize either of us. I showed her my 4-string. She recognized me. I didn't lie. I said Onomu was a friend we were traveling with.
But did you tell that it was?
No, I didn't tell her it was Onomu. I wanted to live, Rafa. My feet were sinking into the earth. It was not a pleasant feeling.
I know it's not pleasant.
In any case, she gave us passage right to the Earth King's chamber. Then some guys in some big old hats descended upon us, and you came in for that part.
Yeah, my bad.
You're bad?
At this point, Benji is looking away and doing the little whistle thing.
Yeah, we were kind of captured by some of those same people wanting, the information, and I didn't give it to them.
Right?
So they came after you.
Well, clearly we handled them fine, so clearly you made the right decision.
I hope so.
All's forgiven from me. You and Benta might need some time to smooth things over, but
Okay, but it wasn't clear that she was mad at me.
she's kind of in jail now, and you did kind of stick up for me and Onomu, and not really so much her. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, when and if she gets out of Earth Kingdom jail, I don't really know how the penal system works here. It's really like a daisy in the swamp. We just kind of have a little stump hollowed out that we just kind of sit you in for a little bit.
Unless.
The point is, I don't know how the legal system works. She's probably going to be a bit cross when she gets out.
As you say that and have fully exited the palace, you see a folded up note that says Tarafa on it on the street. Bending down to pick it up, it reads.
No, wait. Tai Bo picks it up first.
Okay, Tai Bo picks. You can't read.
Wow. That is a lot of symbols.
I'm gonna grab it from Tai Bo and hand it to Rafa.
I take it.
Rafa, you take it. It's you see the note reads, "Hey Rafa, hate to ride and run, but yeah, I understand. You got to be careful around the. I understand everything, but you gotta be careful around that those Fire Nation scoundrels and rats. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to lay low for a while inside the Earth Kingdom. So the Armadillo Bears and I are gonna be off for a while. Yeah, catch up with you again soon. But yeah, catch you next time."
I'm gonna look over Rafa's shoulder because I'm assuming Rafa's shorter than me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over Rafa's shoulder to see on the note if it says love on it.
It says "fuck the Fire Nation." That's it.
I
Enemies
mean,
to lovers, I see. Enemies to lovers, I see. Backs up.
fuck the Fire Nation, but fuck the Fire Nation.
No.
All right, and that is where we will end this session today. On that note.
Tuck the note.
Right.
Ship's not sunk yet, boys.
Well, thanks for joining today for another round of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. I have been your GM, Josh. Thank you again to my wonderful friends, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. Oz, out.
Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the episode, and you did. That's a decision I get to make and not you. Leave a comment down below on how you would beat up some Longfeng Dai Li agents. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss another thrilling installment of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3 The 100 Years War.
Yeah, bye.
The Fire Nation was right all along.
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3
Oh, wait,
The
not
100
ready.
Years War. What do you mean you're not ready? Ah!
Still laughing about bitch talking!
Anyway, it's the 100 Years War era. I'm your GM, Josh. I'm joined by my friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. Oh, you want to restart the whole thing?
Yes! Come together.
No, please keep it. Please keep it.
I feel like each intro is getting worse and worse.
It is. Honestly, it is. It's on a steep decline. By the time we get to the core era, it's just gonna be full nonsense words.
Simlish. How do you pronounce it?
Simlish?
You got it.
I was correct the first time.
Here we go.
Now you have to say the intro backwards.
I feel like we could save that for Arc 4. Backwards is rough.
Hold on. I think I can do it. One sec. Oz, Morgan, Megan, Cass, friends, my. Nope, I can't. I lost it for a sec. I was like, what is
You
it?
gotta
What
write
do I
it
say?
out, and then you can do it.
I was like, what do I say in between? I'm your GM, Josh. I'm joined by my
Osborne and
wonderful
Megan
friends.
Pass, friends, my...
Joined boy. I'm joined by.
Yeah, joined was the word I forgot. Jen and Talarak.
I said, whose love story is better? Jen and Talarak, Enya and Rorik, or Bentai and Rafa.
Get on Twitter. Get on Instagram. Get on twitch.tv/JLunarEclipse that he doesn't use anymore. Cancel
What is
JLunar
it?
Eclipse. Josh
I'm
Luna
the bad
is,
guys. Hey.
Josh Luna
Anyway.
is anti-union.
All right. Technical things are happening here. How fun is this? This is the Weapon Master stuff, right?
Yeah, it's second from the bottom left column.
I'm on the wrong book.